Welcome to Analytics with Nags. In this video, we are going to see about data types of your data. So basically, we are going to explore what are the different data types options available in Power BI and when to use, and if Power BI detects wrongly, what to do. We'll see it. The data types commonly available in Power BI are listed here: text, whole number, date, true or false type. And on your reference side, we have information that is for our understanding or examples. If it is a customer name, address, product, you can keep the data type as text. And if you have a data with sales amount, quantity, or age, then the data type should be a whole number or a decimal. And we have like your sales date, birth date, time. Then the data type supported is date, time, and date. There are another data type like Boolean, or we call it as true or false, which takes two values: accepted, rejected. If it is accepted, it can be true, and if it is rejected, false. So if the values are like this, then you can choose any of the data types. These are very common. There are other data types as well, and we can choose between which suits our need. Okay. Okay, let's see this. And the purpose of defining data type is like appropriate data type is like, if you choose different, if for sales data, if you take text, then some calculations won't work. Basically, I want to compare today minus one, then if you keep the data type as text, it will not work. So similarly, if you are not keeping the addition, I mean whole number, then the addition subtraction won't work. So this is the main reason you need to keep appropriate data type for columns. Let's see by a demo. Now we have this report that we have previously created. And if you have not seen creating these reports, please watch my previous videos. And to explain with, we didn't define any data types of these columns that we have loaded previously. You see like a symbol like plus or summation symbol. That sigma symbol indicates like the data types for these columns are text, but whereas that sigma symbol, whatever it shows, this is for numerical values: selling price, item quantity, tax amount, all those things. We didn't define anything. The Power BI automatically detects the data and it assigns data type to it. So when you how to see this data type, click on that column category name. There you find text, and if you click on item amount, it's a whole number, and for line number, it's a decimal number. The Power BI automatically detected. We didn't do. As you see these videos, we uploaded the Excel and it automatically detected. So in order to change any data type, click on that column and we can change the data type over here. So we can do it a little later based on some scenarios that I have in the upcoming screens. So let us explore these data type, how it is important. So I want to see this item amount, which is defined as a summation. That summation is nothing but aggregates. Um, Say for example, it can uh, let us see in Excel. Like if you see the total is these columns you can sum it up, but whereas the order type you can't sum it up. That is what I'm trying to explain here. That these columns, the order type, you can see only by count. So same thing applies here. So the item amount, the different summation you can do by changing it over here. It can be a sum, average, minimum, maximum, count, all those values, you can keep it here. That is what I'm meaning. So this is based on the data type. If your data type is a whole number or decimal, then it will come. Otherwise, these options won't come. So let us see this value in a card. So when the default is sum, so it is automatically summed up and shown. What happens when I want to see the category name, the text data type in the card? Let us see that. See, it doesn't even give me the count. It gives me the first category name. So that is why the importance of data types plays. So the item amount is automatically summed, whereas the text is showed as first value. And I can change the aggregations where I can change. See, instead of this sum, I can go for these options: average, minimum, maximum count, distinct count, all other options. Let us see by minimum. When I click on minimum, this value shows minimum amount in that column. Okay, the item amount in the shop is 300 is the minimum value. That is what it's showing. Even this value, I can see it against any other value. That is what it is. So if, let's see. So jeans Levi's minimum amount is 1100, and jeans denim in that minimum sale happened is 900. Maybe he want to see what is the minimum of this particular item over the period, what amount we kept. So for this, you need to choose appropriate aggregation type. That is what I'm trying to explain. So I will revert back to sum, and I want to explain another scenario like the misplaced data type. The line number here defined as decimal or decimal number, but it doesn't actually a decimal number. It is a line number for this bill number. But don't ignore about the line numbers below. Just understand about the for BL11, the line number 1.1, 1.2. Ignore about that. This is just a billing wise line number. This should not be summed up. Got it? So if you want to change the property of this, and what you need to do is like just I'm checking the data, how it is against each bill, and what you need to do is click on that. I don't want to see it as a sum because it is basically a line number. I want to convert it to a category. Okay, but now it is summing up since the data type is defined here in this line number as a decimal. So what I need to do is like I want to change it to do not summarize because this line number doesn't have any meaning to sum it up anything, but I can't able to see it as a category. So such a things Power BI automatically detects because it is considered as a decimal number. It doesn't know about it. So when I change it to do not summarize, it can be moved to axis, that is category wise I can see. So this is a very important part, and even I can change the data type for this line number. I changed it to text. It works fine without any issues. And now I want to change the text data type to whole number. What happens? Let us see. It shares some warning. Let us skip that. It doesn't allow me to change the text to whole number type because you can't do it, right? So that is what, guys. So basically, if something is wrongly defined and it doesn't actually a numerical number, you can change this data type. That is what I want to explain about this line number. Okay, guys, I think you got what I'm saying about data types, how important defining a data type is in Power BI. Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe this channel and do remember that data is your asset.